The oriental carpet was faded and very old, and so was the dead man sprawled in the center of it. He lay face down. He wore a double-vented blue blazer and gray flannel trousers. His shoes were brown suede. Gabriel squatted on his haunches with the casualness of someone who was at ease around the dead. The corpse had been a tiny man, 5 feet in height, no more. He lay in profile, the left side of the face exposed. It appeared that the man had been shot once, through the left eye, and that the slug had exited the back of the skull. Gabriel looked up and saw that the bullet had shattered the mirror above the large fireplace. Gabriel supposed he should telephone the police, but then he imagined the situation from their point of view. A foreigner, in an expensive home, a corpse shot through the eye. At the very least he would be detained for questioning. Gabriel couldn't allow that to happen. He walked back to the entrance hall, stopped and looked down. He had tracked blood across the marble floor. There was nothing to be done about it. In circumstances like these, he had been trained to leave quickly, without worrying about making a bit of a mess or noise. He collected his cases, opened the door, and stepped outside. It was raining harder now, and by the time he reached the gate at the end of the flagstone walk, he was no longer leaving bloody footprints. He walked quickly until he came to a thoroughfare, the Carre. The number 6 tram slithered down the slope of the hill. He raced it to the next stop, walking quickly but not running, and hopped on without a ticket. The tram took him directly to Hauptbahnhof train station. Inside the terminal, in an underground shopping arcade, he purchased an exorbitantly priced pair of bally leather boots. Upstairs in the main hall, he gazed at the departure board. A train was leaving from Munich in 15 minutes. From Munich, he could make an evening flight back to London, where he would go directly to Isherwood's house in South Kensington and strangle him. He purchased a first-class ticket and walked to the toilet. In a stall, he changed from his loafers into the new boots. On the way out, he dropped the loafers into a rubbish bin and covered them with paper towels. By the time he reached the platform, the train was boarding. He stepped onto the second carriage and picked his way along the corridor until he came to his compartment. It was empty. A moment later, as the train eased forward, Gabriel closed his eyes, but all he could see was the dead man lying at the foot of the Raphael. The train slowed to a stop. They were still on the platform. Outside in the corridor, Gabriel heard footfalls. Then the door to his compartment flew back as though blown open by a bomb.